Everything I'm saying in this motherfucker, all props.
This shit is not real.
Just in case the police listen, man.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the
gross.
people going.
It's only entertainment.
Welcome to another episode of DRP Podcast, debating shit, real shit professionally. We got a special guest here today. We got Ashanté, the motivational speaker, cosmetic tattoo artist, entrepreneur, business owner. We got Delisa over there, DRP First Lady. We got another, we got a guest host today, the Byrd man. No, we got my brother Byrd, man, rocking with us today, man. Let's get into it. So, how y'all feel about changing the algorithm of y'all mind? I guess I'll go first. I just say, you want to like clean your thoughts. Make sure you just think about different things. Stop focusing on negativity. You want to lean more towards more positivity, positive thinking, positive mindset. You want to be positive to others so you can attract positive vibes, positive attention, and just good people all around. You know. So, how you guys feel about it?
Yeah, pretty much on the same page. I feel like, it's just like an Instagram algorithm. You like a booty pic, you won't have booty pics on your explore page. So the same thing with your mind. If you constantly thinking negatively, you're going to constantly have more negative thoughts or have more negative experiences. So the more positive you are, the more positive your thoughts, the more positive your experiences. Your life is literally like an algorithm. It all start up here.
I agree
with that too. Yeah, definitely taking that approach is better. I learned that personally. So I like, okay, just let it go. Just focus on the positive. And I found myself being a lot happier, so I agree with that.
I say, to add on to what y'all saying, is to attract and simplify. Subtract all what don't add up and simplify what do add up so you can focus. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I like that, man. What's y'all diet like, man? We got to get better. We got to get to this clean eating, man. You know, health is wealth, man. You ain't eating right, you cutting your days short, you know?
Yeah.
So what's clean eating? You got to define that for me, like, because we can...
Clean eating can go
like,
so deep.
It can be. Like, I know people like, I can't eat like a million things, and then...
I would definitely say it's different variations. Clean eating is some... I don't eat pork. I rarely eat red meat. Try not to eat too much junk food. I only drink on the weekends. I try to drink a decent amount of water, you know, fruits and vegetables. I got to get back to taking my vitamins, though. I got to hit the vitamin store if I run low, and I haven't really been taking them like that. So I'm liking in that aspect, but I definitely could be doing a lot better, though.
Yeah, to a clean eater, everybody, you don't eat clean.
That sounds a little dirty.
Yeah,
a little dirty.
If we talking clean eating, I don't eat no meat. I don't eat no dairy. I limit my processed foods. Like, even if it's vegan, it don't mean it's healthy. So I try to eat as close to the source as possible, and that's even like down to my vitamins. Like, if I need vitamin A, B, C, D, E, I get it from like the source, like the actual
like the plant.
Yeah, rather than like getting a vitamin that says vitamin A. Like, I'll get a vitamin that says like this is kelp, or this is sea moss, or this is like it's an actual herb.
Okay.
Rather than like something that's been like derived.
So you need to send a little group chat out with them
I was
with
just
them
about to
plants
say,
and
she need like a
herbs
little
and
cheat sheet to
vitamins.
send us or something.
Yeah,
You can do
I
that.
Cheat sheet. I can help y'all eat cleaner too if y'all want to, because I do that too. I do a lot. So I do a lot of meal prepping.
I'm trying to get my body like yours. Like, you should have stood up for a second.
No meat, no dairy, no men. Like,
hey, definitely the no man part. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. You trying to figure out why you looking all dragged out and stuff.
Right.
Man, girl, eliminate that first. That's the cleanest.
Go.
Yeah,
This diet is your diet, no matter how you eating.
I like that.
Say, if he ain't eating right, you ain't eating right.
I'm trying to tell you. Dropping them dirty loads. I'm good.
Man,
I'm good. Love y'all. Heavy.
Clean eating, it's to each his own. So some people gonna eat meat, some people gonna go plant-based, some people, just think they can drink water for the rest of their life. So what I say for me is I need to eat the same thing. I can't be eating salmon, then steak, then shrimp, then this and that and this and that. That's what make me gain weight. But because if I eat a simplified diet, then I stay at the same or lose weight. And of course, you got to start, if you're going to clean eat anyway, you got to start off with a detox. Take a gallon of prune juice to the head.
Wait.
You're going to be detoxed.
The whole gallon.
Yeah.
Listen, that food juice,
Yeah.
that's a detox.
Yeah, and then,
Boy, your
you know,
drawers ain't gonna never like you no more. You drink a
you
whole
gotta
gallon
be
of
sitting in
prune
the house for a
juice.
day.
That's crazy.
After that,
Man.
you 2-3 day fast. All your senses be heightened like you a hungry animal.
Oh yeah.
Then after that, you can start your eating. Once a day, you know, eat within the sun. So if the sun rise, then you eat with the sun. The sun start to set, you cut all that out. It can be as simple as that. So simplify, and then, you know, keep it
Time of the
going.
day and how you eat is important too. So
Yeah.
like for me, I'll wake up and my body not hungry till like 1-2 o'clock, and then at that time I'll eat my heaviest meal and then like lighten my meals as the day go by.
I like that.
Yeah. I think
Like
that's
you
the
just
best
need-
way. Like a pyramid.
Yeah.
Once you start, you got an 8-hour window to eat. After that 8-hour window, you don't need to be eating nothing else.
You really shouldn't. But I'm a hungry hippo. I ain't gonna lie. Like with my diet, you know how like horses and gorillas and cows just eat all day. They just eat for a living. Like that's how I feel. Like every 2 hours I gotta eat. Cause like once I eat, my body do what it do with it. I get rid of whatever I don't need, and it's like okay.
But you're eating healthy, right? So,
Yeah,
so that's
so
good.
like, it just
Yeah.
goes straight through you. So like sometimes you really do gotta eat a lot,
Yeah.
but that's
days.
why it's important. Like have your heaviest meal first, because obviously you need energy throughout the day, and then just lighten your meals for the rest of the day. Because I could literally just eat around the clock.
Yep, to each his own. I can eat one meal and I'll be good for a day and a half.
Oh, no.
A day and a half.
Right, that's what I'm like, oh, no.
Sure, me eating really is just to fit in. You know, if we go out to eat. You know, just to be normal. You know, my wife cooks me dinner. I gotta eat.
I'm about to say, I
But
know
other
my
than
cousin
that,
whipping it up.
yeah, for sure. But I gotta eat. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't want it. Well, I ain't cooking no more. You know, so I gotta eat.
You gotta eat, man.
So
She
yeah,
cook, you
right.
gotta eat it, bro.
I'm not really a big on food type person. I can have a good meal for one day and I'll be straight. Just water, maybe some fruit.
Yeah, one meal a day keep the doctor away. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely Islam is definitely a good way to start eating clean if you want to.
yeah, I fast like twice a year for 30 days just to get my body some rest. My
Fast?
intestines all that. Yeah, like don't eat from sunrise to sunset.
Oh, okay.
No water,
I
no
thought you
food.
meant like I ain't eating nothing. That's crazy.
Oh no, completely no.
I'm no
I
30
ain't.
days.
Nah, hell, nah.
It's possible, but it's just hard when you got to do daily things like
Yeah,
work.
you need energy.
You need energy. So, but if you was just sitting down, it's definitely doable.
Yeah, I did 2 days without eating. That shit
Like,
down
I
there killed me.
normally do
I-
A 30-day cleanse every 3 to 4 months. So like right now I'm doing a 30-day cleanse. So that's like no processed foods, no processed sugars, no hard liquor. Like I drink red wine because that's good for your blood, but I'm not going to sit up and drink a whole bottle. But I be hungry when I'm cleansing. I be
Yeah, that's when you eat
hungry.
the most. Yeah, I noticed that. Like when
I
I'm
be
fasting, I be
hungry,
like,
so I be having to get it together.
yeah, cause like when you eating the right,
For real,
the
I would
right
literally meditate
foods,
about some hunger.
it go right through you. You know, it's that bad shit that shit on your stomach, like that beef. It take like 10 days to digest a burger. So like,
That's
If you can
That
control
red
your
meat is
hunger, you
terrible.
can control anything in this world.
yeah,
Primal force.
yeah, for food, water, and sex, them your 3 natural desires. So if you can conquer that, you can conquer yourself and
You can
conquer the world.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I be feeling like Superman when I get done fasting. You know, like especially you might get the whole 30 days, you just feel like.
You about to go fly around.
Yeah, you just feel like I did that shit because you gotta think like you really like conquering your body, like all your natural desires, food, water, and sex. Like during Ramadan, like the sex was the hardest part for me. So once I actually made it 30 days with like no sex
And
when
you
the sun
married
up,
too, so you probably like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep somewhere else.
Right.
yeah, you hear me?
But you know,
I'm just
you
going
hold
for
it
it.
in
I'm
for
super
30
strong.
days, you get stronger and everything.
Yeah,
too.
you feel good. And
You
then
wake up more energy because now the sexual energy, it's like transmutation. You putting that energy into something else. So like the podcast, you don't have sex for 30 days, you into this more.
Well, shit, it's been 30 days for me. I don't got no energy, so I'm doing something wrong.
it's that diet, you hear me?
There's something going on. Listen, it's been over 30
90
days.
days at least.
Yeah, I'm like, I probably had 120 now.
I ain't gonna hold you up.
Fasting is cool though. It lets you know what's really Like, so I did a 7-day water fast one time, and I caught myself trying to eat some chili fries.
Yeah, straight to chili.
Not thinking, just hungry and smelling everything. So I caught myself trying to eat some chili fries, but I didn't know my esophagus and stomach had shrunk so much. Bro, the chili fries got stuck right here.
Damn.
And they would not go down.
About to die eating.
For real.
No,
Some chili fries was about to kill me.
That's crazy.
So that fasting is for real.
Yeah.
I think the longest water fast I did was like 36 hours. So like a week before the fast, I did all fruits and vegetables, like raw diet. When I got off the water diet, I did juices, then smoothies, then solid. So first 24 hours juices.
Bro.
The second 24 hours smoothies, and then I ate raw foods again for another few days before I started
Did you
back
get the
eating
headaches?
cooked food. The first day I had a crazy headache and I was grumpy as hell. Like, and I was with my cousin at the time. I was staying with her because it was during quarantine. I was so grumpy.
Yeah, that's
I
what
was
they
so
say that when you get them headaches from fasting, it's your body pulling the poisons out your brain.
Yeah,
All the toxins and
literally.
shit,
My
yeah.
nose was everything was running, nose
Yeah.
running. I was coughing up stuff. Like when I'm cleansing, my nose is running. I'm coughing up stuff, and I got an attitude.
Yeah.
So what would you suggest to someone who hasn't cleansed before? Like how many days would you suggest that they start off at?
I would say listen to your body. So like I wanted to do like what Damien was saying, he went 7 days, you said. I wanted to do 72 hours, 3 days. I could only do just half of that. Like I just listened to my body. So I feel like whenever you want to cleanse your body or detox your body, do not jump off the porch because you can make yourself sick. So just like if you want to start by saying, okay, 12 hours, I'm gonna eliminate
Intermittent
this or that.
fasting. That's what
Yeah.
it's called. That's what just pick a window.
Yeah, just pick a window and slowly increase that. I thought I could do 72. My body told me no. You're gonna do 36 or you're gonna die. So
Yeah.
that's how I did it. But like when I do an extreme cleanse, like when I do these herbal cleanses, I do a doctor's appointment, get blood work drawn and stuff like that before I start to make sure I'm even in a safe space to even do it. Cause like the cleanses I do be extreme. Like you gotta prepare your body for that. I can't like
Just do it.
you can't just say like, oh, I want to cleanse
It's
tomorrow.
like working
and you
out.
was eating ribs yesterday. Like
Yeah, I need you
gotta
to send me
prepare
a
your
cleanse.
body.
Yeah, you need to.
yeah, it's no joke.
Yes, I'm trying to watch my figure. You hear me?
I'm telling you, you're going to end up doing this cleanse. Because when I ordered my first one, I kept it for like 3 months before I started it because they told me, like, I was telling them what I was trying to do with myself. I'm like, I got asthma, I got psoriasis. I want it gone. I'm like, I still eat meat, but I want to stop eating meat. Like, I need y'all to get me together. So the lady was like, okay, I'm going to send you this stuff. She like, when I'm telling you right now, just, I hope you know what you're asking for. I hope you know you had it. I hope you had a doctor's appointment, and I hope you're ready. That first cleanse, I have not been the same since. Like, literally have not touched my asthma medication since that very first cleanse in 2019, 2020, something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
Psoriasis is gone, and I can't stomach animal products. Can't stomach it. Like, I can eat it if I want to, but I'm going to feel like I got a
tell you
hangover,
what.
or I'm sick, or my stomach gonna be...
Then why do that to yourself?
You get what I'm saying? It's like, okay, jump off that porch. It's gonna change your whole palate.
The whole life will change. Eating differently. You know?
Everything. Your mindset change. You be calm. People be flipping you off in traffic. You just be blowing kisses and laughing. Like you don't care about
I can't even smoke weed no more like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not a smoker. Like
I miss smoking. I miss smoking, but I can't
But you can't do
roll 3 5s and quarters no more. I be like, it make me sick now. So it is what it is. You know, like you said, if you ready to do it, it's gonna change your life.
Yeah. Like last year, I went through this little binge where I'm like, I'm gonna just smoke. I don't know who I thought I was. I don't know if I thought I was Snoop Dogg or what. I'm not a smoker. Like normally, a fun summer night out, my homegirl like when I puff it a couple times, but don't pass it back. But like last year, September, October, I'm like, I'm smoking. Ended up with strep throat. I'm like, my diet too clean for me to have strep throat. So what is it? It's the smoking, like
Weakening your immune system.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm straight. That stuff was dehydrated.
If you gonna deal with weed, the best thing to do is edibles. Because the smoking is just a destructive thing anyway. It's fire going inside your lungs. Like, if you really think about it, is that's terrible.
Yep.
So
Yeah, them edits get your mind right. You better,
Them edibles
it better
smooth.
be
But
easy.
I be feeling dehydrated eating those too. So I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
yeah, you gonna
Maybe
get dehydrated
can.
for sure.
I don't know. I don't like
everything
that.
dehydrates you at some
Yeah.
point.
I don't feel like I don't like
Any alcohol gonna do it.
So tell us about you, like
about me.
everything. Give us a little background,
That's
and
a
then
lot.
that's why I was like little background because you are doing a
It's
lot.
a whole lot
I
going
know.
on over here. So my name is Ashanté. I got a couple businesses. I have a salon suite. I'm a cosmetic tattoo artist. I train students with that as well. I do a lot of motivational speaking. I am a vegan cook, private chef. A couple other things I do with that I don't want to disclose yet, but y'all gonna
Okay.
see.
No, she coming, yeah.
Right.
Listen. I just don't want nobody to.
Still yourself.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
tell them
'Cause
stay tuned.
Listen, stay tuned. Also, I'm developing a podcast of my own as well. Me and my homegirl, me and my bestie.
That's what's
We about
up.
to start a podcast focused on like mindset shifting and like how to manifest what you want in your life. Because we're at a point where when we want something, it's like, here you go, you can have it. Like, I'm about to go home and ask God for $1 million, and I'll let y'all know in the morning if it hit my account. 'Cause it just might, like, for real. Like, it's
So you start
crazy.
manifesting here. I'm gonna need 10%. Just like
Right.
how to
And I'll
die.
give it to you too. I ain't gonna be greedy because they say the more you give, the more you get back.
Yeah,
I'm
for
trying to
real.
tell you that's one thing. Like, I am a giver. I am a giver. I am a giver. And I feel like that's part of why I'm so blessed too. Because
Yeah, you got to give and look out
I got a
for
lot going on. I ain't never failed at nothing. So I feel like that come from just, being nice, being kind, being giving. But I do a lot. It's all very successful.
Yeah, 'cause once you just help people out and you pure with your intentions, God gonna bless you a lot, gonna bless you every time. So, like, if you're doing something, just do it for the count of your heart. Don't do it to, try
Exactly.
to stun on somebody or boast or make somebody feel the type of way. If you're not doing it, just genuinely, you might as well not even do it. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
like
So,
like a lot of stuff that I speak about on my motivational page, like people will literally be trying to sell you that information. Like,
yeah,
That's true.
here you go. It worked for me. Like, it's other ways. Like, people don't realize, like, they print money every day, so they're never running out. So, like, to be trying to gatekeep how I got somewhere or how I did something,
yeah.
what's the point? Like,
We appreciate
me
you
helping
giving the
you
game.
don't stop nothing that's going on over here. So
It's enough money to go around.
more than enough.
money to go around.
It's
That's
too
what
much.
I'm
It's not
saying.
enough. It's like it's not enough of us.
Yeah, it's
for
not
the
enough
money.
people grabbing it.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
taking
saying?
advantage.
Like, they print it every day. Is plenty.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you as a motivational speaker, what would you say is, like you said, you're constantly giving and giving and giving, and you know that you're going to be blessed, right? So what do you say to the people who are constantly giving, and then they're just constantly being treated wrong from being, just giving? You like, damn, they get to a point like, I'm just too nice.
Okay, so there we go. You too nice. So one thing about it is, if you feel as if you're too nice, you're not giving enough to yourself first. So you're trying to give from an empty cup. So if you feel like you're constantly giving and not getting nothing in return, for one, what is your intention of giving? Are you giving looking to get something in return, or are you really giving because, like, you see somebody you want help or is in need, and you legitimately from the bottom of your heart want to see them do better? Or are you helping because you're hoping to get something back in return tenfold? Or if you feel like you said, you're giving and
It's just being taken advantage of.
being taken advantage of, that shows that you need to unpack why you feel the need to allow people to take advantage of you. So it's more so like, work on that confidence, work on that self-esteem, and work on making sure your cup is full before you start pouring from it. Like, if your cup not running over, you need to isolate, fill it up, do what you need to do, and then get back in that field and help people. Because when you allow people to take advantage of you, it shows that you have I'm trying to say this without sounding real blunt, but like, it shows that you don't have enough love and respect for yourself.
That's true.
Because why allow people to mistreat you?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's some good advice.
Sometimes you gotta put that lid on your cup.
You
You,
got
know
to.
what I'm saying?
You
Be
got
stingy
to.
with your shit.
And even with that, you might lose friends. Family might start acting funny, but that's gonna show you who deserve to stick around and who don't.
Right.
So when you get selfish, you gonna have people who compassionate, understanding, and then you gonna have people that's gonna automatically jump to, oh, she acting funny, and da-da-da. People who think about you like that don't need to be in your circle and don't deserve your help.
Right.
Don't deserve you to give to them, and that's just
I like that.
No is a powerful word. Tell somebody no and see how they react.
Yeah. Gone in a heartbeat.
Then that'll let you know who if they really there for this or is they really here for you.
Yeah.
Because you can say no and be bullshit, and they were like, damn, nigga, what about what not?
You like that?
You know what I'm saying? I was just bullshit. Or I ain't got it this time. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, it's no joke.
yeah, people gotta, yeah, man, listen.
It's no
Sometimes a
joke.
motherfucker ain't got to get you. You know what I'm saying? They help you when they can help you, and they can't help you this time. And it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful for the times they were there for you and whatever you need, not even in just finances.
Because you'll be surprised, like, how many people hold on to you because they just see you as that person that's going to always give.
Say yes every time.
No matter what. Like, people will ask you knowing that you don't even want to say yeah, but they know you're going to say yeah. Like, them type
Girls
of people.
preach.
Them type of people gotta go. Like, you'll be surprised at how many of your friends is your friends and they'll go outside with you because they know, like, if it's a discrepancy with the bill, you're gonna pay for it. Don't even worry about it. If it's a discrepancy with the Uber, don't even worry about it. I'll pull up on my phone. Like, you got people who will literally congregate with you because they know that you just that reliable type of person. It ain't because they really like you for you or because they love the kindness of your heart. They just like the benefits of being around you, or they might like the benefits of how life shake and move for you when you go out. Like they might see like, oh, this she get treated like this or she get favored like that, and they just want to be in a crossfire of your favor.
Change it up.
Careful.
Change it
Yeah,
up.
you gotta like I say, share your blessings, but be stingy with them at the same time. Don't let nobody like get over you and overuse you, man. You gotta be God bless you for a reason, but He ain't bless you to be used or abused. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
if you are working hard for everything you got, man, it's okay to help people and share. But like I say, you gotta don't be nobody. It's okay to be a helping hand, but don't be a crutch. You know what I'm saying? Outside of your household, of course, you gotta be a crutch for your spouse or whatever. But yeah, they'll use your ass up. You get to look like, damn, I gave this nigga my money and I spent this month. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta
People
be
do that without even understanding what they doing. It happen subconsciously. So just
and
be
then
more
sometimes it be intentional. So you gotta be cognizant of the people that's
for sure.
trying to get down on you.
Be conscious of yourself, and you will figure out everything else. Consciously be responsible for your behavior. Hold other people responsible for their behaviors. Like remember how I remember when a long time ago we was in high school maybe, and girls used to be like, I don't care, he got to deal with my attitude. Nobody got to deal with that.
Shit, right now, high school,
yeah.
it's grown motherfuckers saying that shit right now.
Exactly. Nobody got to deal with that. You hold people responsible for their behaviors, and they flip because they don't want to change.
Exactly.
So
yeah, it's no joke.
If you don't like me, leave.
Yeah. So how did you get into becoming a motivational speaker? What led you on that path or that journey?
I just honestly, I ain't gonna hold you up. I feel like I've always been that person that people call when they want an unbiased, level-headed, bottom line, point still stands opinion. Like,
that's
like even my grown aunties will call me about stuff like. I just always been that person, so I'm just like, instead of taking 100 phone calls a day of people saying like, hey, I need advice on this or that.
Click the link, huh?
Click the link in the bio, baby, or visit my Insta. It's gonna be something there for you. You need to hear it today. I got a video for it. There's an app for that, okay? Because I don't know. I just always been that person. I just always been that person who people just would come to and be like, hey, I'm having a dilemma with this. Am I tripping? Am I this? Am I that? And I just feel like the way I think. I try my best to come from a pure and intentional mindset. Like, I'm going to think the best of the situation before I think the worst of the situation. Of course, unless it's just some complete garbage, then obviously, okay, it's complete garbage. But, like, a lot of people's perspective of, like, life and people and how they should handle things is just so like far on the other side of the spectrum of how I view life and people and stuff like that. So people be like, let me just go to Ashanté, see what she's talking about, because I might be tripping it. Sometimes they be tripping. But sometimes people don't be tripping. Because I'll let you know, like, no, girl, you not tripping.
Right.
Yeah.
So that good. You right.
Yeah. So it's like a burden. Like, how you feel about, I guess I get my experience, people just dumping it, pause and unloading on you, like,
yeah, okay.
unwarranted. So, like, you could just be like, on the phone, and you just ask somebody, hey, you know how you doing? You all right today?
Mm-hmm.
And then you like, damn, I shouldn't have asked this shit because the
listen.
motherfucker they just talk for 8 minutes straight. You ain't even got a chance to say nothing. You hear
But
me?
I go back to
you gotta
somewhat
be.
of what she asked. Like, I already know. Like, if somebody called me, okay, this person calling me, my stomach drop when they call. I'm gonna miss that call.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about like not pouring from an empty cup. If I've had an overload of absorbing what everybody else got going on, my phone been on silent since 2018. So if I don't see it ring,
It's over.
I get to you when I get to you. So it's like you got to know when to say when. So like some days I'm not answering the phone. I got friends who literally like call me and tell me happy birthday and then start unloading. All right, gotta go.
It's my birthday. Like,
My
what the
mama on the other
fuck?
line. My daughter calling me. Gotta go. Or just gotta go. It's my birthday. I don't want to hear that shit.
That's
like,
inconsiderate.
gotta go.
Like, why you unloading on me on my
I'm
birthday?
not making it up. Like,
I look at that like a gift, you know.
Yeah.
So it's every gift is a curse at the same time. So, but if somebody call you and they feel like they can release all they, you know, because you that person that can take that, and that's a gift, you know. So you can take that off of other people, transmute it to other things, and you know, of course you gonna cut it off when you need to.
Yep.
But it's definitely a gift to have people to be able to talk to you openly, and because you're not a judgmental person, obviously, if they calling
Right.
you and expressing their whole life to you.
I agree with
But
that,
at
bro.
the same time too, like I had to not train. That was a bad word. I had to
Teach people how to.
teach people how like if you call me, you're not gonna call me just to dump. Like I'm not your emotional dump. Like because I'm a very sensitive person. So if you call me dumping, like you full of anxiety and you depressed. I woke up feeling good today, so I don't want to absorb your anxiety and your depression. So if you call me, we're gonna get to a solution. If you're not looking for a solution and you just looking to call and dump, don't call.
Right.
Like it's certain. Like I got certain friends. I don't even watch their stories because all you do
Yeah.
is get on there and moan and
For real.
complain. And these friends know I don't watch their stories and know why. So it's like you have to set your own boundaries because if I'm having a good day and you're not, that will easily
Throw your
rub
piece off.
off on me. And you gotta know when to say when. You gotta know when to say when. So yes, it is a gift, like what Damon was saying.
People should start asking is this a safe space to do this,
Yes.
or are you able to
I
hear
got
this
one friend
today?
that do that.
Yeah.
One, she'll call me.
Yeah.
She'll call
You
me
gotta
and
ask.
start with something. She's
People
like, "Oh, I'm
should
sorry,
ask.
I didn't ask. Are you in a space to da da da?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Go ahead," or I'll be like, "Nah, let's talk about something else. Like let's talk about getting this money. Fuck that nigga." Like sometimes it be like that. It just depends. Like you got people who are that considerate, but you got a lot of people who not. Because a lot of people, you can't blame them. They don't know how to deal with it.
Whole people
That's why
kind
they're
of from their
looking for
behaviors.
something outside of them to help them cope. When really, if you did the mindset shifting and worked on yourself, it's nothing outside of you that can help you. You might feel better because you might have dumped your trauma or dumped your energy on somebody else, but at the end of the day, it don't matter what I tell you. It don't matter how I tell you. If you're not doing the inner work, you're not doing yourself a favor, because if you still feel the need to call somebody else and complain about the same thing, something ain't right. And if you go through another situation and you feel the need to call somebody and dump about it, like something ain't right. Like, are we looking for a solution? Are we looking for a different perspective? Or are we just looking to call and dump? Don't call and dump. We getting a solution. We changing that mindset. Or I can't answer my phone.
Yeah, you gotta.
That's just where I'm at in life right now.
You gotta protect your peace, man. Cause
It's
a lot
no
of people
joke.
call you and just to start with you can be having the best day ever when a motherfucker call you like, damn, bro, or damn, sis, I need, you feel
can't
me,
make this
or
up. And
you
they be
won't
like,
believe
you
this
can.
shit.
You
You
made it
know
all
what I'm
up.
saying?
You manifested everything.
So yeah, you just gotta. I guess you gotta kind of dictate how people talk to you, control it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be an asshole, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of having a good day, man. I can call you later, but I'm in a mood where everything going positive. I'm just trying to vibe out real quick. And,
Like with me, when I'm going through something, I'm not the type that's gonna call and dump. Like I'm just gonna retreat. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna get my mind back level. Like I'm not good at calling other people to dump unless it's something that like is like got me super
Really
hot and I need
bothering
to calm
you.
down right then and right there. But more times than not, like I've taught myself to take all my problems to God, because once again, it's nothing nobody else can do for me other than just listen
And then some motherfuckers you vent to, they taking your shit and running with it.
You
like,
know what I'm saying?
You don't believe what she going. You know
Telling
what I'm
your
saying?
Some
business
people feed
or
off of it.
egging you on, like making
some
it
people
worse.
feed
Like,
off of it.
yeah, like I called you to calm me down. Like, why is you
Yeah,
hyping me up even more? Like, no, I don't need that.
Cause some people just be praying on your downfall. Once they see you just like always happy and joyful and just like you feel me, like
Oh, people hate that.
that's how I am. Like, I'm naturally just happy. Like
People hate
can't
that.
nobody get me mad but my wife and like chill my kids. Other than that, I'm extremely happy because I don't get
Yeah.
nobody that control over my emotions. So
Exactly.
I'm just, unless it's disrespectful, I'm just naturally just happy and all the time.
Chill.
So
Or just do
I
a
don't-
3-day rule. Just hold it, sleep on it, take a nap, go to sleep, wait a day or two. If it's still bothering you, then it might be actually an issue. But most of the time, you just probably can
You
sleep
hot.
it off.
Yeah, you just hot.
So that's what I do. I sleep mine off, and then if it's still bothering me, then I got to talk about it. You know.
Yeah, I feel like emotional control is like one of those things that I really had to learn, like making decisions when I'm overloaded on emotion, and that's whether I'm happy, sad, mad. Like, come down off that first. Write it down when you really mad. Write it down when you're really happy. Write it down when you're really sad, and then go back and read it, and you might laugh at yourself like, "Damn, I was tripping. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't even that deep.
I was on some
I
bullshit,
was
dog.
clowning, like, what? That was
You can resolve 90% of your situations with yourself. You know, always talk to yourself.
unless you need like a professional. I ain't telling nobody don't go to therapy. Now, if you
Yeah.
need it, get a therapist for sure. Like, I don't know why that's such a taboo in our community, but hire a professional if you need to hire a professional. But at the same time, do that inner work.
So what are some of the like the unspoken hardships of entrepreneurship? Because a lot of people just like self-made entrepreneurship. I'm going to get it. I don't need this. I don't need that. Like,
I would say I don't really want to call them hardships because it's like it's just certain stuff.
not
that
hardships,
It's
just
it's just certain stuff that come with it. Like, you already know, like if you running businesses, like you already know it's gonna be a lit season, it's gonna be a dry season. Like, you know, it's like
It's ups and
an
downs,
ebb and flow
yeah.
to it. So it's like learning that. So like when I'm doing cosmetic tattoos, I already know tax season gonna go crazy. I might be making tens of thousands in a month, but I also know it's gonna be a certain time of
little
year
drop,
when
yeah.
I might only make a couple thousand in the whole month rather than in a couple days. So it's like you gotta prepare for that. It's more so about learning how to manage your money when it come in.
yeah. That's kind of how
I think that's the
that
biggest
could be
part
a
of it.
hardship if you don't know
Yeah.
your seasons and how to maneuver in certain seasons. Like, you know, tax season coming up, hike the price up $50, $100.
And you gotta get them extras, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make them think they're getting a special, and then okay, that money that you make, that might have to get you through the next 3-4 months because everybody just spent their money.
Yeah, put it
so
up.
ain't nobody coming up in here no more. So that might have to be your little pad, and like you can't. I learned with entrepreneurship, you can't spend the money as fast as you make it. Like, you can't.
And that's what I try to tell people because I've been, I mean, I always work, but I still been an entrepreneur almost 10 years. So I just tell people, like, you got your seasons. You know, it's going to be ups and downs. Like I said, when it's coming in like that, you got to save it, put it up.
And
I
that
ain't going to
discipline.
cap like on the best saver, you hear me?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you got to do it, though. You got to put up for a rainy day. Like I say, tax time, everybody come get their CPOs. Beginning of the summer, everybody come and get their CPOs because it's like niggas got the money, and then niggas know you might not make it through the summer, bro. You know what I'm
Right, so get
saying?
your
So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that motherfucker on you because
crazy.
it's dangerous out here. But yeah, I would just say one of the I'm not even gonna say it's hard. I would just say don't get discouraged, man. Just keep going, grind it out, man. Everybody don't see your vision. As long as you see it, as long as you working to get to a higher level, whatever you're doing, you're gonna be all
They
right.
say you got to have a certain level of delusion to make it come true.
Yeah,
Completely
insanity.
delusional. You gotta be a lunatic. You gotta be
Yeah.
obsessed. You gotta be insane, and you gotta believe in it because, like you said, it's your vision. It was given to you for a reason, so it's not for nobody else to see. Because if it was for everybody else to see,
It wouldn't be
they'd be
yours.
trying to do it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It was given to you for a reason. So, look, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, I had a whole lot of people, like, before I opened my salon, I had people like, oh, you should just start small and do this and do that. And it's like, that's not the vision I was
Yeah,
given.
I'm a big dog.
I'm a
Fuck
big
your
dog.
name.
I'm going
Yeah.
to do some big stuff. So I'm going to do it the way I see doing it. And honestly, like that taught me to keep a lot of stuff
To yourself,
myself.
yeah.
And not on like no gatekeeping stuff. It's like I will get there and then show you, but I'm not about to just be
Niggas
letting
be
just
hating.
any and everybody know what I got going
'Cause they
on
put
because
energy on
y'all
it.
don't know, like y'all don't even think how I think, so y'all wouldn't even understand like
Can't comprehend
where
it.
I'm
Yeah.
coming
Put
from.
their own energy on it.
Yeah, my uncle always taught
I
me,
wanna hear that.
don't tell anyone you're going to the moon. Call them when you get there.
Exactly.
So every time I finished, every time I got a degree, every time I bought a house, anytime I did anything, I'll call people the day of and be like, oh, I'm graduating today. Or, hey, I just bought my house, come over. And they're like, what? You didn't even tell nobody you was going, why would I?
Why would I?
Right.
Like
That's the
when
best
I
thing he
quit
coulda
my
taught me.
job to do tattooing full time, I just text my family like, "Hey, y'all quit my job today." My mama texted me like, "Don't you ever do that?" I'm like, "No," because I would have told you I was gonna quit my job. You would have told me to do both, and no. There was been times where I would sneak out my job, do a set of brows, make $650, and then have to go back to work. I just made $650 in 2 hours. Why do I need to
Yeah,
be
go
here?
back.
It's in a way at this point. Like I'm making less being here. Like
Swear to
no.
God, yeah.
How was
Gotta
that feeling?
go.
How was that feeling? Like going to do something that you dream of doing and then
Man.
making the money off of it, and then coming back and sitting here for a couple dollars an hour. and you just
Miserable.
like, these people don't even know what's
I
going
gave
on.
my job because I had a real like high ranking job when I worked in the plant. So like I was the only person who knew how to do my job on my shift. It was no calling in, backup, and nothing like that. So I told them 3 months in advance, like, hey, I'm quit. I quit like 3 weeks later. I couldn't
So
take
y'all
it.
niggas better figure it out.
Because you sitting there itching like I could be
I'm
doing
literally
this and this.
making my month's salary in 4 days. I gotta go.
Yeah, I swear to
Love
God.
y'all, but I gotta go.
What's
I
that
gotta
feeling like? Can you describe what that feeling is when you knew you was about to take off like a rocket?
It was exhilarating. Like it was like so sure. Like it was just like God. Like you know how people like, oh, I'm not making a move until God comes sit on my bed and say, this what you got to do. Like that's what it felt like. It felt like God was just like, listen, like what are we doing? You asked for it. It's here. Take it or leave it. Now it felt so natural. It was just like, I'm ready. Gotta go. Exhilarating. Love it.
So you teach kids. So can you give a little bit more background on the cosmetic tattoos? So what is it exactly?
Okay, so cosmetic tattoos are a type of art where we basically do like natural enhancements, but like through tattoos. So like for men, like some men like to get their scalp micropigmented, so that'll fill in like bald spots and stuff like that, or get them like a buzz cut. Women, we like to get our eyebrows tattooed on because that enhances our face. I do eyeliner, I do lips, I do beauty marks. So that way, it's just easier. It's a convenience. You wake up in the morning, you don't gotta fill in your brows. You don't gotta put on lipstick. Just put a little gloss on. You don't gotta put on eyeliner. It's already there. And we just do it with body or with cosmetic ink rather than body ink.
Okay.
So it's pretty much, I'm a tattoo artist. I just use a different type of ink.
And it's still permanent, like forever, or
It's technically permanent, but at the same time, by it being a gentle ink, you do have to get it touched up for it to stay fresh looking.
okay.
So, like, say if you get your eyebrows done, they might be brown for like a year and a half, and then after that, they'll start turning gray or blue, and that'll just mean it's time for a touch-up.
Okay.
Yeah, but the ink will still be there. It's just a color. We need a little boost.
Yeah, I didn't know you did
That's-
like lips
that's sweet.
and stuff like
Yep.
that.
That's
do
it's
lips.
such a specific niche too.
Can you hear me right here? This
Yeah,
little space
I was.
right
I
there.
want some
You
of
don't need that.
freckles.
I promise you don't want it. You're not gonna want it. But like men come in too though, for real. Like I've done a couple men's brows, and I've done it in a way that it looks like hair and is manly because they're like them the type of people that don't let me post though. Like they never give me the photo release. They never allow it.
They want to
but-
keep it private.
Yes,
So you
because
got
men
private
don't want that
clientele.
stigma. Yeah,
Like,
so
it's
Like getting a
still
BBL.
like
something like that. But like some men, like for example, like as a man,
Yeah.
they'd be like, okay, I'm in here getting a cosmetic tattoo from your little girly self. I don't want to be on the internet and people know I'm trying to put permanent makeup on my brows. But it's like people who experience hair loss be wanting that. So they be like, just make it look manly, make it look natural, and keep me off your page.
Go ahead, Mo.
Don't post me.
Go ahead. Would you do it, Mo?
hell no. You see me shining, baby. You hear me? I be messing clean. You hear me?
But yeah, so it just depends. Or like some people, like as far as the lips, mainly my Caucasian clients and my Asian clients want actual color put into their lips because they be like a little pale, a little flush. But then like when my black clients come in, it'd be like, oh, my lips too dark, make them look more flesh-like. Sometimes it'd be simple to where you can't tell, but sometimes it'd be like, you know, my Hispanic clients, they be like, pack that red in there. I just want to put on lip gloss, but I want it to look like I put something on.
Wow.
Yeah, so it just different markets or different, I guess, cultures be having like a different market.
Everybody want to look a certain way.
Yeah. So it ranges, like it's very, very customizable. Like you can look super made up or you can literally look supernatural. Like it's up to you.
That's super. That's nice.
Kind of like how you said with BBLs. Like you got women out here walking around with BBLs you probably don't know because they wanted it just a little whoop-de-whoop. They just wanted a little whoop-de-whoop. But then you got some people who like, I want put it up in there, stack it up on the shelf, you know, and they get that. So it's customizable.
Here, man. Any advice y'all got for fathers raising little girls? I got 2 girls, so I just want to.
So let's be clear. I'm not a daddy, right? So this gonna come from.
No. I want your advice from you being a daughter growing up into a woman.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that too. I'm not a daddy, and I ain't have a daddy, so I'm just on the outside looking in from.
No, you're not. You got the best advice.
From a woman's standpoint.
Because you know what you needed.
I will say, looking at my daughter's relationship with her dad, it's crazy. I feel like outside looking in, she's always excited to go with him for the weekend. Like every single weekend, she don't care what's going on. I'd be like, hey, we got a baby shower in the family or we got a birthday party. I'm supposed to be at my dad's house that day. Like everything trumps that. Like, so she be like, I'm ready to go. I feel like as a father, be eager to be with your kids. Don't see it as a chore. Don't see it as babysitting. I overhear them on the phone. And she could be vulnerable with him to the point where it's like, if she's upset about something or if she's afraid about something, he makes sure that she feels comfortable with expressing herself to him. He don't ever make her feel no type of way for feeling how she feels. And just spoil them, but in the right way. It's nothing that she can't call her daddy about, and he won't make it happen. And if he can't make it happen, he not gonna act like he can make it happen. He gonna let her know, like, listen, that's not exactly feasible, but how about? And he offers a different suggestion, right? So no empty promises. And just be the man that you will want your daughter to date because you are her first male example. So if you don't want her dating a habitual liar, don't be one. If you don't want her dating a man that's gonna give her empty promises, don't do that. If you don't want her dating a man who gonna talk to her crazy, don't do that. Just be very gentle with your daughter as a man. That's what I would say.
And with the women around her that she's seeing and how you're treating those women, because she looks at that. You can't think that you're going to talk to a woman crazy in front of your daughter or talk about her mom crazy in front of her and she's going to grow up and not think that that's okay for a man to do the same thing to her, because you're literally her first example of a man. So.
Yes, which brings me to the point of, like, don't be in competition with the other parent. Like, her daddy know that I am a mama bear. If you're not with me or with him or your mama over there or my mom or my grandma, like, he know I'm a mama bear. So what I say goes, and that's not in like, no, oh, I'm running it, but like, he know how I am about my child. So like, he knows that when I'm being overprotective, he knows it's coming from a good place. So if I say something, he trusts my judgment enough to be like, listen, Maddie. Like recently she asked, like, oh, can I go to my friend's birthday party? Can y'all take me to the birthday party this weekend? I'm like, we never heard of this friend. You gonna have to let me think about it. We don't know these people. Never been in their house, never met the parents, none of that. So she like, well, I'm gonna be with my dad that day. Maybe he can take me. Me and your daddy don't know these people. So we not just about to walk up in their birthday party. So he told her over the phone, because he heard me in the background. He like, listen, your mom is right. We don't know these people. He was like, if these were some people that we knew, that we've been out with before, that we've allowed you to hang out with before, then maybe. But we don't know these people. So if your mom is not comfortable with that, then what she says goes, because she has a different intuitive judgment than I may have. So it's about teamwork. Like, you know, you definitely want to make sure you're respecting the mother of your children, whether you are together or not. And you definitely want to make sure, like, it's not a competition. You don't want your child growing up resenting one parent for being in competition with another parent, or resenting both of y'all because y'all in competition. Like, come to a nice amicable agreement and just be more focused about, like, the emotional health of the child rather than, like,
ego and
being
shit.
petty and egotistical. Yeah, like,
I definitely want to
it's not
say,
worth it.
yeah, man, you don't want your children see you arguing with their mom or their dad. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep it respectful, man, and just the best impression for your child to see their parents is loving and respectful. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see y'all at odds or cussing at each other, yelling at each other, or fighting and bickering. None of that. They want to see, you know, you want to get them a positive influence of you guys, so she can grow up and like, well, I didn't see my mom and daddy fighting. I'm not about to deal with this shit with you and my kids. You know, I wasn't raised like this. I'm not about to raise my children like that. So you just want to be the example. Like I say, I always say you want to be the husband you want your daughter to marry. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know weird shit, but you want to set that example.
Set that
like,
example. You're her first male figure.
Yeah.
You teach her how men supposed to act.
Right. Yeah.
Set the bar high. Set the bar high.
So how you feel, Lisa, about?
I think you touched on a lot of good points. Like you said, be that role model. I think the biggest thing that your friend in the audience said, what's her name? I'm sorry,
Chelsea.
Chelsea. I think she hit it right on the nose, is just be there. I think the struggle with my kids, just speaking from a personal experience, they are lacking their fathers just being there. So, and I see how much it wears on them, and I know what it did to me as a child by not having a father. So I think that's the most important thing, is your time that you're giving your child, and, you know, just being present in their life. Even a small text or call, if you can't be there in their physical form, that goes a long way. So
Definitely be there. I got a daughter. She turning 2. I'm not in a rush to hear what she got to say. But I let her see all my moods. So if I'm in a mood where I don't want to hear nobody talking, you need to hear that, because, you know, certain times a woman need to just let a guy just be quiet sometimes. You know, and then I'm learning, like, if I say something to her, everything I say is like a judgment. So I got to talk to her with the soft voice. I'm learning a lot, actually, because me and my son, I get on him and then we be cool in 5 minutes. I get on my daughter, be 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
2-3 hours. I'm like, man, all right, well, she gonna win. She gonna win. I can't have my daughter mad at me. But yeah. I'm gonna set the bar high. I'm gonna make sure I make a lot of money, so she ain't used to nobody who ain't got enough. And I'm gonna make sure I'm respectful to my wife, so she know how the dynamic of the relationship is supposed to go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make sure that she get what she want, cause I don't like, she get what she want and she get what she needs, so she don't grow up feeling like it's a limit on what she can get out of this world. So my same thing with my son too. I want them to be limitless. So.
And then too, like, you don't want them growing up trying to fill voids in the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they are trying to quote unquote fill a void, you want them to process that in a healthy way. You don't want them, like, growing up looking for approval or love in the wrong places. It's dangerous out here, and it's only getting more dangerous with this here internet. So yeah, I
definitely want to tell all the fathers, man.
Don't be afraid to be soft with y'all girls.
Yeah, just don't get your nails painted. But
yeah, you gotta do that.
I definitely want to tell all the fathers, man. You definitely want to be present in your daughter's life, man, because what she's not getting from you, she's looking for in another man, and
Whether
that man can take advantage of her seeking that, and how your daughter doing whatever, man. Putting a motherfucker on her, you hear me? So, like, it's just, you know, we got daughters, they gonna grow up and they gonna fall in love and have sex and stuff. You just wanna talk to them and have them in a proper mindset to where they know how to navigate through life and not let a guy's money or sex dictate them. You don't want them to be the guy that's abusing them or just mistreating them. You know, like I said, you got to set that tone, and you got to be the role model. You got to be the perfect example. No, I ain't gonna say that. You got to be the standard. You know what I'm saying? Or 85%. None of us perfect. We all have our shortcomings and our downfalls, but you definitely want to be a good example. Like, okay, well, my daddy was this. My dad did that for my mom. He did that for me. Even my dad and my mom wasn't together. He always respected my mom. He always took care of me. Right. He always helped, however he could. You just want to let your daughter know, I'm here to listen. I'm here to provide. I'm here to take care of you. I'm here to protect you. And you just want to let them know you're there, just there to listen. You know what I'm saying? It might not always need a response. Your daughter might just call you to vent and cry and like, Daddy, don't say nothing, but this happened. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be that father to let your daughter come to you, because the worst thing is, I'm not only going to say daughter, your son. The worst thing is to be a parent that your child can't come to tell you what's going on with them. So you never want to go too far from that. You want to be, like I said, you want to be present. Just let your child know whatever it is.
I'm on your team.
Yeah, I'm on your team. I got your back. We going to ride or die. Yeah. And if you're wrong, I got to discipline you, but it's out of love. It's not out of anger. It's not out of hate. I have to discipline you for you can stay the course. I'm not just, even discipline don't have to be a whooping. It can be a talk and a lecture, making motherfuckers write some shit 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? So there's different ways of discipline. It don't have to always come from whoopings or violence, but you just want to let your child know, I love you, I'm here, and I got you.
So on a lighter note,
I was gonna say one more thing. Like, you borderline, don't take this literally, but like, you borderline want to create a monster, because these men will try you. Like, you will literally set a strict boundary and they will still try you. You will make it clear to a man that this ain't that, and they will still try you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta build a woman who is so comfortable and sure of herself that no means no, because these men will try you. They will say what they gotta say, do what they gotta do, pressure you. Like, they will try you. Like, you gotta teach her how to stand firm, but not to the point where like a man gonna go upside her head, because a lot of men can't deal with rejection. Like, you want to teach her how to give rejection. Let them down. And I wouldn't say necessarily easily, but you get what I'm saying? Like, let them down in a way that you know, like, this ain't that, because men gonna try you. They gonna try you. They gonna try you. So like, definitely want to teach them how to navigate through that. Because you could say nah, or you could say this ain't that, or this and that.
Gracefully.
Try you. Yeah.
But on a lighter note, y'all don't let your daughters paint their nails?
Sky do it now. I didn't want to like start that too early because I felt they're just kind of fast. But she's 7 now. But I just feel like that's probably like old school parenting. But it just like, just.
So what about 3?
3 years old? We ain't paying on. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, we ain't doing
it depends. Like, now you not about to come like red or white. Like, you ain't about to come grown woman color. But like, just speaking from a girl standpoint, like, I'm a girly girl. I honestly been in the nail shop since I was in the 3rd grade.
So 3 is good.
3rd grade, 9 years old.
Because in your mind, because in her mind, it's just her doing what she think girls do, which is paint their nails. Like, you get what I'm saying? She looking at the women in her like the women in this family.
So 3.
Our hair be done, our makeup be done, our nails be done. We dress like she's looking at the women around her, and
I can see if she was asking for acrylic. Okay.
You get what I'm
like
saying?
I have a 3-year-old, and my 3-year-old has pink nails.
No, until you in grade school. You got to be like,
it's to each his own.
It's a difference.
My daughter, 3 years old, she paint her nails. My 8-year-old, she paint her nails.
Everybody different.
It's a difference in like play makeup and like
real.
I'm trying to be like
sassy and fast
makeup.
Yeah, right? I say you gotta know your kid.
Yeah, like
it's like
that's the biggest. It's just her doing what she think girls do, which it is what we do.
Now, if you paint a girl nails and she go in the mirror poking out her butt, then you know that your child need their ass whooped. But if, like, for example, when I paint my daughter nails and I put the pink on there, she goes in there, she put on her little tutu, she put on her little fake little. She like, I'm a princess. I'm, you know, such and such. So it's her really playing. So you just gotta.
Disney movies.
You know your child.
Every Disney movie, they got a scene where the princess is getting her hair and her lashes.
And after the nails, it come makeup, and then you gotta. It's not a stop there. So if you start it, it's gonna keep elevating, and that's where I'd be like, no, we waiting until you grown.
Yeah, cause Sky doing
motherfucking
what's that shit? Eyeshadow.
Yeah, man, because that come from the nails.
And I'm just looking
like,
like,
let her do the nails. Now she want to put on eyeshadow.
But you're not going outside.
Yeah, you going outside.
Like,
yeah,
my daughter love lip gloss, and I be like, okay, you can play with like the crazy colors in the house, cause so the thing with my daughter is,
how old is she?
She's 9. She'll be 10 in July.
Almost, yeah.
But she's her other side of her family is Puerto Rican, and she's although she's very black, she's also very Puerto Rican. So like she will walk around the house in a bonnet with like some super pink lipstick on, and I'm like, why you walking around in your pajamas with your lipstick on? And she like, it's a Puerto Rican thing, like, you know. And I talk to her mama, and it's like this what they do in their culture.
People's,
yeah. So it's like, okay, that's fine, but if we go outside, you 9 years old now, I could let you do some clear, because you know your lips, if they a little chapped, put some clear on, but we not going to Meyer and you got that pink.
Yeah, that's
your shit popping.
Yeah, that's too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
you gotta
teach
them a limit. But I don't know.
So what do you think?
You gotta know
hey, you
gotta judge it based off your
had
kid.
a whole face mask on. And
no, you're not walking out the house with eyeshadow and all that crazy stuff. Now, if you want to put a little clear on because it's cold and your little lips ashy, okay.
It just sounds like
get that Aquaphor and put it on.
Yeah, you're not walking out the house lips popping.
Right.
At 9, you're not.
So what do you guys think it costs to chase your dreams? Like, what are some things that, you know, like, man, it's...
I think it costs everything. It costs your time, your focus, your energy. If you're really chasing your dreams, man, you about to get all you got to this shit. You want to, because this is what you want to do. If it's really what you want to do, you exerting all your energy outside of work and outside of family. I went to work, took care of the family. Now I'm on these dreams. You feel me? I want to do this. I want to do this. I'm grinding, just like this podcast shit. This is what I want to do. So I'm thinking about this shit all day at work. I'm at home dealing with my family. I'm back thinking about the pod. I wake up, then how can I grow this pod? How can I change this? How can I change that? Or even like I said with the gun class, how can I improve this? How can I improve that? Whatever you want to do, if that's really your dream, your goal, your aspirations, you're gonna do whatever you gotta do to make that shit grow and make it blossom. You feel me? So if this is really what you want to do, you're gonna put the work in. You're gonna put the dedication in. You're going to laugh, cry, you're going to be happy, you're going to be mad, like, damn, niggas ain't fucking with me, or, you feel me? If this really what you want to do, you're going to put you're going to put your all into it. If this really what you want to do, if you don't want to do it, you're going to half-ass it, you're going to bullshit this day, you're going to bullshit that day, but if this really what you want to do, nigga, I'm locked in, I'm focused, I'm about to make this shit blow, whatever it is. You feel me? I'm taking off.
Yeah, I feel like, what it costs to chase your dreams. Okay, so y'all know me, mindset coach. I don't chase nothing because nothing is running from me. Okay. However, when it comes to accomplishing what I want to accomplish, I feel like mindset and inspire action. Like, I feel like I am the type who I will work smarter and not harder. I only make a move if I'm in a proper energy. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to birth nothing from a nasty, didn't feel like it, didn't want to do it energy. I'm not part of the grind culture. Anything that I've accomplished has simply flowed into my life through inspired action because I was eager to do it, right? You got a lot of people that talk about motivation and discipline, this and that. If I have to force myself to do it, I'm not in a proper energy. I should be eager. I should be ready, right? So I feel like what it costs to accomplish things that you're ready to accomplish, positive mindset, inspired action. Anything else, I'm trying too hard, which is causing resistance, which is keeping it further from me in the first place. A lot of people feel like they have to quote unquote chase because A lot of people feel like they have to quote unquote chase because sometimes their steps are not inspired, and at that point you're resisting, and at that point your dream is looking further from you, and at that point it's running from you. But when you are in the right type of energy and you're doing things that you want to do because you're eager to do them, it just flow. It's just a natural flow. It should just feel good the whole time. If you wake up one day and it don't feel good, lay back down, try again tomorrow, try again later. I don't know, sit down, meditate for a couple minutes, and then try again. But like, don't ever try to birth something out of like frantic energy.
I like that. I'm gonna get out of go because I be forcing myself to do a lot of things. But when I did it out of
Pure joy.
yeah,
just like,
I was able to grow like some strong mushrooms. And it was
I
lit.
remember you were doing that.
You got
You
this
still
sinking or something.
Yeah.
I'm in the background, but I'm gonna say, coming from somebody that's not an entrepreneur, I don't have my own business, and I am in this quote unquote corporate world. The same energy and the mindset I have waking up to get to work on time and make sure I'm not half-assing or whatever I'm doing at work. You gotta have that same energy towards yourself. You going in to work and putting all your energy in, 90% of your energy for a 5-day week, 40 hours a week, you could be spending on yourself, and you could damn near cut that in half and still accomplish more than you would going in working for somebody else. But I feel like that same strive you gotta have within yourself. So the times you wake up and go to work and you eager and you ready, you got your cup of coffee, whatever the case may be, you gotta have that same energy when you put into yourself, because you're putting on your all in something that's for nothing, essentially, because it's not like we're getting our salary pay or our hourly pay, and then you're gonna get what you're gonna get. But for yourself, you can always elevate, you can always become bigger and bigger and stronger. So I feel like that same energy you have, because you feel like that with your reputation, you want your job to look at you as reliable and responsible, but then you looking at yourself is not the same. So I feel like coming from somebody that's not in that world, and I might not can relate, I can say that when you try to venture out outside of having faith, as small as a mustard seed, let's be real, you gotta have that within yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that same energy you put forth going to work for somebody else, you gotta have for yourself. And even if you balance it between a job and what you want to do outside of your job, you know, become a, you know, sword with a, you know, a double-edged sword.
Don't let that job hang you too
Don't
tired.
let that job hang you. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta step out on faith. You know what I'm saying? That's when you stepping out and being like, you know what? Let me invest in myself outside of this job, because I'm going to get my regular pay. But with yourself, you're going to get satisfaction. You're going to get that thrive, that drive, and you're going to get money.
And
all
freedom.
in the same breath.
Freedom.
Yeah, I like that, because I like to say, everybody not entrepreneurs, and there's nothing wrong with working a job as long as you taking care of what you need to take care of. So I don't want people to get lost in that, because some people are like, well, I can't be an entrepreneur. I didn't know I could until I started I found some shit I was passionate about, and I went through it. I didn't know I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Before that, I knew school wasn't for me, but I got to feed myself. Then I had a family. I got to feed my family. So everybody not entrepreneurs, but whatever you want out of life, man, go get that shit. Whether
It's definitely in you. You the first entrepreneur I ever seen.
Yeah, whether you want to be the motherfucking president of a company, or you want to be a CEO of your own shit, just whatever you're seeking in life, whatever goals and aspirations you have, be a dog, put that work in and go get that shit. It ain't all about entrepreneurs, because everybody ain't made for that shit. I might not be made for it. You feel me? So I'm not passing judgment, but like I said, whatever's in you, go get that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the weak. You feel me? I done had months with damn. Ain't nobody came and got no class. Ain't nobody came and bought no fit for my clothing line. You feel me?
Tell me all of y'all got eyebrows? Nah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So my rent due. Like someone should be like, what's going on? You gotta know the ebbs and flow.
Yeah, so we gonna I think it's a good topic to close up. If you had a time machine, would you go to the future or the past?
I gotta pick.
I mean, this one we can have fun with. We can do both. You know what I'm saying?
So if I have to pick, right, I will go to my future, because my past, been there, done that. My future, I know in my heart where I'm headed, and I can damn near see what's going on up there. So, yeah. Not too far in my future. Now, I ain't trying to take 40, 50 years off my life. However,
About 5 at a time. 3.
I could do 2, 3 in the future because, listen, it's looking good up there. Now, back there, I learned all I needed to learn for what's to come because I always feel like you exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do with exactly who you need to do it with. So with that being said, all of that was necessary for what I see for myself moving forward. So, yeah.
Lisa?
200. I'll take future for 200, Alex.
You want to do the time machine?
Yee-hee.
I go, I ain't gonna lie, I'm going to the past and the future. You hear me?
Oh, you picking both. Okay.
I said we can do both.
Okay, have fun.
First off, now if we can only truly pick one, I just said both to have some fun with it. I'm gonna go with the one I'm gonna pick for sure. And then once everybody go, we can like play with the shit. But I'm gonna go to the future, man. I wanna see my kids grow up in their careers, have children, be married.
Oh, you trying to go way
I want to
far.
see. No, I'm just saying this. I'm gonna take 5 at a time. You hear me?
Like,
So I'm gonna go bow. You hear me? So I take 5 at a time. You hear me? 5 years, see how my children doing, how I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
5 more. My baby probably graduating high school. You know what I'm saying? 5 more. My other baby graduating high school, and help my oldest in college. Whatever she seeks to do, college ain't for everybody. And college ain't guarantee career, so we gotta break that barrier too. But I just want to see like I said, I want to be able to grow and just see like, damn, okay, I raised these young ladies and they fine women, they made the right decisions in life. So hopefully my boy, you hear me? I want to see how my son gonna come out this motherfucker. So he gonna be like his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Solid individual. So I would like to go and just see like. Okay, bow, I see that. And then that would kind of ease me, you know what I'm saying, in my soul. Like, I led my kids the right way and they going out to flourish and make the best opportunities out of their life and, just prosper and just be magnanimous individuals, you know what I'm saying? So.
So just thinking of myself right now, I won't go to the past. I want to go for one. I want to go to the 90s. I want to go to a Tupac concert.
Byrd gonna be up there doing a pop dance and what video was that?
Tupac concert and then
round.
I will go way back. I want to see how the Egyptians lived and how they really did it.
Yeah.
And
you gonna be surprised.
Stop the niggas for shooting our noses off.
You say you want to go back and see that. You could go back and see that right now. You could read some stuff that's gonna dismantle your whole. But listen, that gets too deep.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Do you really
I would
wanna
definitely.
see that?
Yeah, I want to see it because I think they was just as advanced as us. And
far more advanced.
Way more, Byrd.
Yeah,
way.
There's no such thing as religion.
This one they
That's
tapped
what I wanna
into their
see.
pineal gland. You hear me?
That's what I want to see. I want to see the real past. I want to see.
Direct source.
I want to see the real past. I want to see what was really going on in Egyptian times.
And I promise you, like when he was like, "Oh, shot our noses off," it's not why you think. It's not why you think. They didn't shoot the noses off because we was black. It go deep. I'm gonna say.
Let's go to a
They ain't want us to know who we were.
conspiracy theory podcast
that's why,
coming up.
like it wasn't white people that shot the noses off the.
That's some more niggas.
It ain't cause
Let's
they
do it.
know was
Let's
kids.
do it.
Please, I'm gonna send you some stuff though.
I'm gonna go to the past though.
Shoot them my way.
You can have a whole series on that. You can have a whole
Send it to
40-day
me.
series.
Future is like the future. I like to live every moment. I like to be in the present. So the future is coming. I can wait on that. But the past is for sure. I want to go back and gain some new knowledge.
Insight.
Get some of the lost knowledge that we came from. I look at it like this: we the only people in America or in the world that don't have our own anything. Mm-hmm. We got our own culture, but we don't have no land that's ours. Yeah. We don't know where we came from for real. Mm-hmm. We different from the Africans, but we not white.
Like our culture is just winging it. Like it's just something we
it.
developed
So I
as
wanna
a
see
as
where
a
we came
survival.
from.
Most
Where
of
we came
our
from.
We Morris,
culture
we was
comes
already
from
here, man.
survival.
Yeah, I believe that, but I want to see from
manifestations and just like on repeat. So in my car, instead of listening to music, I would cut that on and like let that play, or like if I was doing something, I would just like kind of let it play in the background. And I noticed that opportunities were arising for me that were like out of the blue and I couldn't explain it. So I'm like, no way, like this,
Yes,
no way,
Yes,
but
way.
yes way, like it was really happening. So, I think that manifestations are literally just reprogramming your subconscious mind, because everything that we accumulate when we grow and when we, you know, from being raised by the people that raised you, school, you know, whatever it is that you experience, that is what kind of built you to be the person that you are, and it built your subconscious to be what it is. So if you're telling yourself, oh, you know, I don't like the way I look, and you keep saying that to yourself, even if you look good, in the back of your mind you thinking that and you believe in it. So if I decide to reprogram my brain and say, no, I'm going to keep telling myself that I'm wealthy, that I'm rich, that, you know, I can be, do, have anything that I want, you know, just different, like just anything regarding what you actually want, you'll start to see it, you know, to become true, like in your everyday life, like, because your subconscious mind is going to find reasons to make that true. So if you tell yourself like I'm stupid, then your subconscious mind is going to look for things to prove that, like, oh, look, like I forgot to get gas last night, I'm stupid, you know what I mean? When the reality of it is, if you reprogram your subconscious mind, you'll talk a little bit gentler to yourself, and you won't get in those positions where you're sad or you're depressed or you're this or you're beating yourself up, because your subconscious mind is telling you, be kind to yourself. You just was a little forgetful, you know, versus dumbass, like, why you ain't go get gas last night? You know, just, it's the smallest things. You have more grace with yourself, 100%. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all know what 2020 was like. So I'm like, I don't know if that's a coincidence or like what it is, but no, it was like money was just falling out of the sky. And I mean, even still to this day, like, I wake up every morning and I tell myself, like, I'm wealthy. You know what I mean? And even if it's not like, oh, man, $1,000 just hit my bank account and I don't know where it came from, it's still, I find ways to be grateful, and feel wealthy, whether it's, you know, oh my God, I have the opportunity to raise my daughter and make her a home cooked meal. Oh my God, I have a car that I can drive to get me from point A to B. I have money to do whatever it is that, you know, I want to do. It might not be everything I want to do. I might not be able to, you know, book me a trip to Jamaica for the week and, you know what I'm saying, not come back and cut my phone off. But I have a sound mind and, you know what I mean, the capacity to even think that it's possible, and I have.
And that sound mind gonna get you that trip to Jamaica.
Exactly, and it's happened. So, yeah, manifestation, or what is it? Affirmations and
manifestation.
Okay, I was just making sure I was using the right words. Yeah. They are really the key to changing your life. Because before that, baby, my mind was, I'm not gonna say my mind was in a gutter, but I had never seen anybody around me doing that or saying, you know, speaking life into their life. So I think they're a huge game changer. You gotta think about it, like,
when you grow up, like, kids, they do the dumbest stuff, right? Like, they will jump off a flight of steps because they think they can fly. Like, kids feel invincible, and as we grow up, we're taught that we're not. And so when it comes to like adapting a certain type of lifestyle, it's not about the traits you need to acquire in order to reach your goals. It's about the traits you need to let go of, those beliefs that was put in your mind. Like, it's about removing stuff. Like, everything you want and everything you deserve and everything you're worthy of is always making its way towards you, but you got a lot of stuff in the way. So when it comes to manifesting and affirming what you want over your life, you have to feel deserving of it. You have to feel worthy of it, because best believe if you're not deserving or worthy of it, if you want it, life gonna force you to be deserving and worthy of it. And you have to train yourself to get back to that childlike mindset of, I'm invincible, anything is possible. Like, you got kids who will be like 3 years old, I want to be an astronaut. And you got people who are like, oh, you ain't gonna be no astronaut, ain't nobody going to space, da-da-da. But like, the kid believes that they could be an astronaut. And if you would have just let them believe it, they might have been the next person to go to Mars. You feel me? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you really, when it comes to manifesting, people be trying to like be pressed about the traits they need to acquire rather than the traits they need to let go of, and those beliefs that they need to let go of. Because a belief is nothing but a thought that you just keep thinking and you keep thinking and you keep thinking. Like, you can change that in a split second.
Can I just say something real quick before I forget? When your children are expressing interest in something, because this is something that I had to work through as an adult in therapy. So when your child is expressing that they're interested in something, never, ever, 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 ever shoot them down from that idea or not encourage it. My daughter could literally be like, I want to dye the ponytails on the horses in the field in Colorado. And I'm going to say, let me look up tickets to Colorado so that I can figure out how we can how we can make that happen for you. Because even if it sounds crazy or far-fetched, that's molding that child's mind to how they view the world. So if you tell them, you can't do this or this is a dumb idea, everything that they try to do, when it doesn't succeed, they're going to hear your voice in the back of their mind and they're going to quit, even though that might... Hater. Did it cut off?
Did it cut off?
I think it's still.
It just shuddered. I thought it cut off on me. But yeah, even though it might not be something... It might not be something that...
Gilbert.
It might not even be a real job. They might be the first person with that job and become a billionaire off of it. Like,
When nobody dyeing horse tails.
Okay, nobody was dyeing the
But now it's
ponytails,
popular, and everybody want this.
making it a 1B.
Hello.
Like, nobody was doing
One
that.
2730 up there, and that's another thing too. Like when your children do come to you with ideas, or when they do come to you, like children like to pretend. Don't be like, who you think you is, or da. Like, your kid just told you who they thought they were.
Right.
Like, don't be act like that. Puts
It's our job to
doubt
cultivate
in
that.
them. That puts doubt in them. So when your child come to you like, yeah, pretend that I'm a millionaire, I'm a princess, I'm a this, I'm a that, or whatever. Yes, you are. Don't be asking your kid like who you think you is or what you think you doing, like, because that instills doubt in them. You want your kids to grow up and just be so sure of their pure, authentic selves. Like, people, let's talk about it. People want to call Kanye crazy, but just hear me out. He is trying to get back to that childlike mindset of being invincible. Because if you've ever watched one of his documentaries growing up, if you've ever seen him interact with his mother, there was nothing his mother ever tried to back
Stop
him
it from
off
doing.
Like, when I listen,
Look at him.
Listen, when I told people like, oh, I'm gonna quit my job and be tattooing full time, well, why don't you just keep the job to be more steady for benefits and this and this and that and that, baby.
It might be for you, that ain't for
Shut
me.
up, because I could pay my benefits with a half a set of brows.
I think it's still
Like,
also on another
limited.
level. I think it's the innocence of a child.
Yeah.
That's why they jump off the bed at whatever 1 year old, because they don't have fear. I think that as we grow up, I don't have a child, I don't have any kids, but as personally coming from me, children don't have fear. You know what I'm saying?
don't.
So you completely innocent. So you jumping off the bed because you don't know what's the repercussions of jumping off the bed, right? So it's the same mindset if you bring that in as far as, maybe you can do this, you can do that, because
Leaps of faith.
yeah, leaps of faith, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't know what's the end result. You don't even know the end result, but you're going to support them nevertheless, right? So I think that coming from somebody that don't have a child but I grew up in a really nice household, as far as I can say. So I would say that the innocence of a child was very much so cherishable, because you're blocked out from reality. You don't learn reality until you're in reality, until you're old enough to retain information that's going on in the world or whatever the case is going on. You don't know. That's the purity of children, you know what I'm saying? So when you upbringing them, me per se, you upbringing me, you going in as I am who I am. That's the thin line between your mom, your dad being your friend, and your parent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It go way further. It's like,
because-
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm gonna keep keeping my innocence. I might believe in a Santa Claus, or I don't know if kids watch Santa Claus real, but you know what I'm saying? Let me keep that for as long until I realize what the real is. You know what I'm saying? Then you can have that conversation with me and say, this is what it is. So I think it's very important with children that you let them have their imagination, their innocence, and let them experience life as life come, but also guide them in a way that you can prevent them from going through some of the stuff that you went through. Because you can never stop a kid in general of going through anything. You can only guide you for so long. So I think that's where it stems from, like, how you upbring your child is going to stem from how they upbring themselves
Yeah.
forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like they always say it's two things. People that's raised off love and survival. It is very different. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think that you know what I'm saying. That's a whole different conversation on some real
No,
shit.
it's
but
legit this conversation. Cause I just feel like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, when you're raised off
yeah.
love,
you love.
you love.
You love.
And life shows you love. But when you
Yeah.
raised off survival, you perceive life in a completely
Exactly.
different way. So I feel like it's important
Exactly.
that we raise kids off love because that teaches them to have a pure sight of what love is. So if they ever come into a situation where something don't feel like love,
They can be
they have the
optimistic.
confidence to
Yeah.
walk away from it and
Exactly.
not feed it. Because we teach our kids how to perceive life. Like I was having a conversation with my daughter one night and I was in tears because her perspective of life
pure.
is so pure. She like I get it that bad things happen. She like, but I would just rather like she like it's like she's in touch with reality. Like she gets it. Like
a
she
slight
gets
delusion.
it.
With a
Things
slight delusion.
yeah, like she like I get it. Like I get it. I'm supposed to say that's bad, but I would prefer to
Yeah.
word it differently or view it differently. And I was just like,
And that's
I
the thing. It's like
cried.
I feel like when you raised off love, you more optimistic. You more open minded to things, of seeing things in a different light. Whether you raised survival, you think everything. Me personally, I was raised off love. I'm not gonna say, but I'm still cynical.
Yeah.
So I think that cynical come from just whatever past experience or whatever you was taught, whatever the case may be. But I feel like if you raised off love purely and you moving forward with that, you view life optimistically. Like when you lose $20 in your pocket, instead of being like, damn, I lost 20, you could say, damn,
Somebody
a homeless
needed
man found that 20.
Yeah.
Rather a nigga that's cynical go, damn, $20, nigga done ran off and got down on me.
Yeah.
right.
Because it's the way how you was raised and how your mindset is. So I think it's very important to stop that at early so it can bring that in so where you more optimistic. Not saying naive. There's a thin line between optimism and naive. You know what I'm saying?
It
Or
definitely
being
is.
oblivious. But just being mindful that this might not be a bad turnout. Although it didn't go the way I wanted to, this still might end up being a win. This might not be a dub.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you raise like that, you think everything
teaching
is
your
dub.
kids how to think positively is one layer, but teaching your kids that goes back to like not putting doubt in your kids.
Exactly.
They won't be naive if you teach them to trust themselves. They won't have no naivety. They're gonna be like, baby, I trust my gut. Like my daughter is the sweetest, most kindest person, but she don't take no shit. She
not
will flip
stupid.
on you in a
Yeah,
second.
she
Like
not stupid.
I'm being nice, but you can
Don't
don't
ever
ever
take
take
it-
it. Don't ever
Not
take
too
it for
much.
weakness, baby. Because
Not too much.
because we'll take it there quick.
It can get like
Yeah,
that.
like
Gritty,
I'm
yeah.
nice, not naive. I'm nice, not dumb. So it's like, yeah.
For the battery or what?
6 minutes.
to wrap it up.
Yeah, for that episode, yeah. So,
y'all ready to play
I just we on this, baby. I just like to say, as far as affirmations and manifestation, I feel. I don't know what I just said. The second way went right.
Talking to Kurt.
I just feel like manifestation is manifestation without work is dead, man. You can manifest and shit, but if you're not working towards those goals and to achieve whatever you got set in your mind,
You want to
Inspire
call it
action.
inspire action and not work. Like you don't ever want it to feel like you're efforting. Like
you say inspire action.
yeah.
Okay.
No, 'cause I had an original question when he said he had a motivational speaker coming on. I wanted to know your opinion on anxiety and the best way to handle it. Because when I have anxiety and like he don't understand it, he be like, don't think about that. That's not how anxiety works.
Yeah.
So what is your advice on someone that deals with anxiety and they're with somebody that does not understand it at all?
Okay, so I'm not a medical professional. Let's make that clear. However, because I can't give medical advice, right? But as someone who has suffered with anxiety from as long as I can remember, what has helped me is meditating. So just quieting your mind, just not thinking at all. And you got to do it daily. Sometimes you got to do it twice a day to manage it. Because when you have anxiety, you got to think about it. When you're full of anxiety, it's you fearing that you're losing control. You feel like you don't have control over whatever is going on around you or whatever may happen or whatever has happened, right? Anxiety comes from feeling a lack of control. So when you meditate, let your intention be releasing control and surrendering. When you do that, it won't matter. No shade, hubby. It won't matter who around you understands you or not, because you'll be so whole within yourself that if you do feel like you about to have an episode, you'll know how to handle it. Because there's really nothing or no one outside of you that can help you with that. Now, somebody can, like how I am, give you advice and guide you and aid you in healing that. But at the end of the day, anxiety comes from you feeling as if you have a lack of control. When you know that you have full control over your life, you don't fear anything. There's nothing to have anxiety about. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. So when you learn how to shut those thoughts off, so let's say you don't want to meditate, or you still gaining that meditation muscle, right? Because that's something you got to build up. Let's say tonight you have a panic attack. Whatever it is you're worried about, think the exact opposite. And it's easier said than done. Trust me. Let's just take it to the extreme. I think I'm going to die tonight. Oh, my God, I'm scared of dying. I'm scared of dying. Let's think about it this way. But what if I live to see tomorrow? Let's think best case scenario before we think worst case scenario. So let's start to change those thoughts, like replace those negative thoughts with the polar extreme opposite of the best case scenario. And if you feel like that's something you can't do, maybe scale it back just a little bit. Instead of thinking you're going to die tonight, just think, okay, maybe I'll just have a little stomach bug. I'll just be a little sick. I might not be the healthiest person tomorrow, but at least I ain't dead. You know what I'm saying?
Constipation,
Yeah, maybe I just have a little bug, and then in the morning you wake up, you got a little bug. Okay, I'm not dead. I got a little bug, so maybe I just have a small headache. You know, like if you can't go from one extreme to the next, just scale it back just a little bit. And the more you train your mind to do that, the easier it becomes.
And to piggyback on that with somebody that do suffer from anxiety and / depression, sometimes that might not work. You know what I'm saying? For somebody that me, your mind always moving, meditation, it's a little bit harder task than the average being. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So from somebody come from that sort, it is so okay to reach out for help. You know, confession moment, I have got recently put on medication for anxiety, whatever, and I feel the best I've had. However, it is still going to have its ups and downs. The medication is only doing anything to make you gauge it and know how to address it, right? So if you can't do the natural route, as Ashanté say, like, you know, just, you know, speaking into yourself, sometimes you don't have that energy to even speak light into yourself. And that's okay, too. You know what I'm saying? So if you know that you suffer from anxiety, you did all the things you can do, address that, because that help it off top. Addressing the fact you have anxiety, because that's always a step to go into the right direction. And then it's okay to seek out. I think, like, in our community in general, seeking out is always frowned upon. And it's like, oh, it's a weakness, or you crazy, or, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then that's anxiety, too. To be frank, them thoughts is nothing but anxiety. So when you start to appreciate yourself and who you are and accepting yourself where you at, that's a step going forward. So if you know that you might need extra help, whether you know that you can't meditate or you can't switch them thoughts off, it's always another route too. And it's no ill will if
don't allow it to be a stigma
you know what I'm
behind
saying?
like
and
the way you
it's
feel
okay
you
for
need to
trial
seek
and
help.
error. It's okay that you might have failed that meditation. I'm sure she can speak on that too.
You're going to fail more than you succeed
in
meditation.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a muscle.
It takes time. So if you need to get you on something to win you to that point, that's okay too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't frown upon yourself because you needed extra help. You might have had to go to the professionals because every home remedy might not work. We know that with any sickness.
And then too, as a husband, and as a husband, like if you know your wife is having a panic attack, don't be afraid to express to him like, this is a thought I'm having. I'm fearful of this. If by you seeming that you're thinking level, like, oh, don't think about that, rather than saying, oh, don't think about that, maybe you talk her off the ledge and say, okay, let's take it to the extreme. You scared of dying? Baby, it's okay. You're not going to die. It's like you be the person who puts those affirmations in her mind. Because it's the same thing. Like if she can't say it to herself, you say it for her because you're obviously thinking clearly. And let's be real, anxiety, I suffer from it, but it is very irrational. Like, we be psyching ourselves out over nothing. It is very irrational. So by you being in a rational state of mind, be her rational voice when she's having an episode, because that'll help her kind of tap into fixing those thoughts. Because at the end of the day, like, when you're suffering from anxiety, you want to heal the cause of it. You want to know, like, okay, where did this stem from? I've learned through my journey that my anxiety stems from change. I don't like change. Why? Because when things are changing, you don't have control, right? I like to have control, but my control is more so like, if I want to do something, it got to go this way. And if it don't go that way, that is change for me. Yes. This was not the plan. Like, you be telling yourself, like, this is not what we discussed.
Okay.
Yeah, this was not the plan, right? So you be freaking out because it's been a change of plans. We don't like that. So
I got something I want to
when you going through an episode, if he's thinking rationally, what's your sign? You a fire sign or something?
Sagittarius.
You fire sign.
I
See?
I'm an Aries. I
You
keep
know what
this
I'm
swag
saying?
all day. I'm like,
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So,
We don't
with that being said, it's like, be her rational voice when she needed, because that will be the same as her popping in her earphones on YouTube, listening to something that'll retrain her subconscious.
Let's be clear.
Identify where the
anxiety
anxiety stems from, and be her voice of reason. You and your husband, be her voice of reason.
Relationships.
I think this too. I want to. This the last thing I want to add to that, because I know we gotta wrap it up. When you're anxious about something, it's literally you paying a debt that you don't owe. It's literally you worried about the next thing or tomorrow or what could happen or what might happen. And Abraham Hicks, I listen to her a lot on YouTube.
That's my girl.
That's my girl. She said something that stuck with me, and she used the analogy of when you're driving on the freeway, right? And you know how they have the side of the road where you hit the to wake you up. If you driving and everything is good and you just in your thoughts and whatever, and then you have a bad feeling thought, no matter what it is, if you feel like you kind of getting over and you hit that okay, hurry up and like kind of try to straighten out and get back on the road. But if you keep going and then you fall into a ditch and then you in the hospital, that's because you felt that it wasn't right and you kept thinking and you let it snowball, and then you ended up just overthinking yourself into a bad mood when you could have just
which is why
drive back in that
mind
lane, that middle lane. Your mind is so powerful, and you're asking for it. Whatever you thinking about, you overthinking about, you're asking for that to come into your reality. So you got to remember that too.
I've learned that is a huge reason why you want to gain that meditation muscle, because rather than allowing yourself to get there in the first place, you want to get out ahead of that. Like, you want to start your day with a level head so that the rest of your day you can handle.
Okay, I just want to say, as far as
we 5 minutes
the manifestations, like I say, manifestation not work without, it's not work. What you say?
Inspired action.
Manifestation without inspired action is it's like running into a brick wall. Affirmations are cool. You can affirm yourself, but like I said, at the end of the day, you gotta have that inspired action to work with those affirmations that'll get you to that point. The last thing we were speaking about was anxiety. I'm not a therapist, I'm not good with that. All I can say is I'm here if you need me. Let me know what you're going through. Hopefully I can help you get through that situation with as much as comfort and ease as I can possibly provide. And I just want to thank Ashanté. I want to thank Chelsea. I want to thank Raven. I want to thank my brother Byrd over there. I want to thank Lisa, man. We appreciate y'all. This is a great episode of DRP, man. We definitely more welcome to have you guys on another episode, or even in the audience, man. We appreciate y'all. I'm grateful for the insight y'all provided, the knowledge, the education, the help, the wisdom, and everything you guys displayed and shared with us today. We gratefully appreciate it. Shout out to Pat. in Vegas. That's my dog, another member of the DRP podcast. But
Hey, Pat.
I guess they said, "Hey, Pat, what's up?" Yeah,
Send you a postcard.
yeah.
Wish you were here. GM building, but it's good though.
But like I say, man, I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming and supporting and showing love to the platform, man. I love y'all. Love to have y'all on another episode, and we're gonna figure this out in the future. Thank y'all.
Until next time, go heal.
Yeah.
Go here, put that work in, man. Stay motivated, dedicated,
We're
man.
gonna call it
Everything I'm saying in this motherfucker, all props.
This shit is not real.
Just in case the police listen, man.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the
gross.
people going.
It's only entertainment.